Good evening, everyone. Calling the Mountain Empire 443 net. Net control this evening is W4DWN. My name is Nick, and I'm located in Chilhowie, Virginia. This net meets each Wednesday evening at 9 p.m. on the KM4X repeater located on White Top Mountain. The purpose of this net is to train amateurs in net procedures. All amateurs are welcome to participate. Once again, calling the Mountain Empire 443 net. Net control is W4DWN. At this time, is there any emergency or priority traffic? If so, please call now. Does any station have any information of general amateur use? If so, please call now.
This is KD4WMX. Announcement.
Control recognizes KD4WMX. Go ahead, Ken.
Thank you, sir. This is KD4WMX, and we are going to watch the weather and make a decision whether we have a meeting tomorrow night at the hospital, due to the fact that Abington might be all right, but the surrounding areas may not be, such as Smith County and other areas. So W4DWN and myself will be making an announcement on the meeting tomorrow night. Thank you, Nick. This is KD4WMX. Back to you.
Alrighty, Mr. Ken, that sounds good. Yeah, I figure we'll see what the weather's doing tomorrow, and if everything holds stable, we'll still continue on and try to have a meeting. But if it's starting to get bad, we'll make a decision then. But it's going to be right up to it. But anybody don't feel safe, definitely don't try to push it if we do have the meeting. All right, appreciate that, KD4WMX. Is there any more general announcements? If so, please call net control. All right, here none. At this time, we'll take check-ins from any mobile, portable, or in and out. Please call now.
Net control, check in, KL1, Jim.
Good evening, Jim. Net control recognizes KL1ZA. Next mobile, portable, in and out. Please call.
WE4AWJ, Emmett, Portable, in Bristol.
Good evening, Emmett. Net control recognizes WE4AWJ. Next mobile, portable, or in and out. Please call now. Right here, none. Let's go back up to the top of the list. KL1ZA. Good evening, Mr. Jim.
Coming from balmy Bristol, where it's 45 degrees. Want to see y'all tomorrow night, and with the meeting, I will make that happen. With that, I will say 7-3.
Roger on that. Hopefully everything works out and get to see you at the meeting tomorrow. But appreciate you checking in, Jim. Take care. Have a good night, buddy. 73. All right, next, WE4AWJ. Good evening, Emmett.
Well, good evening, Nick, and everyone on the net, and the little Martian peeping around the corner. This is WE4AWJ. Well, it's last time I looked, it was about the wind chill of about 42 outside. We're getting wind gusts. I don't know what the exact temperature is, but the wind picked up pretty heavy. We had almost all day rain down here before it finally cleared off. Anyway, looks like it is going to be some snow. Don't know how much and when, but I guess have to get ready for it. Other than that, not too much going on here. Just trying to see what I can get done. And, oh, by the way, there's one thing. I heard that Elsie was lit, so I thought she had Christmas lights on her horns. Turns out she got into some of that sour mash up there in Lodi, so I was kind of taken aback by that. She needs a cup of black coffee. Anyway, that's pretty much it with me. 73s to everybody. Have a good night, and we'll turn it back to net control. So WE4AWJ.
Copy that, Mr. Emmett. Always a pleasure having you check in. Take care and have a good week and stay warm this weekend coming up. Appreciate you, Emmett. 73. All right, this is W4DWN, Mountain Empire 443 net. At this time, we'll take regular check-ins. Any station, please call now.
Net control.
QR.
I believe I heard KQ4IQRJ. Is that correct?
That's correct, net control.
Roger, and I believe I heard KD4WMX. If there was another station other than KD4WMX, please call now.
N4NT, Adam in Bristol.
Good evening, Adam. Net control recognizes N4NT. Next station, please call net control.
Net control. Here is W4MLN, Marty in Lansing.
Good evening, Marty. Net control recognizes W4MLN. Next station, please call now.
KD4CCO, Dallas and Bristol.
Good evening, Dallas. Net control recognizes KD4CCO. And I heard another station. Please try again.
Net control, check in KQ4DCP, Jerry at South Holston Lake.
Good evening, Jerry. Net control recognizes KQ4DCP. Be back for a comment shortly. Next station, please call net control.
Kilo Delta 4 November Tango, Wayne in Bristol, KD4NT.
Net control recognizes KD4NT Dwayne, and there's another station. Please try again.
KQ4VWN, Cody and Marion.
Good evening, Cody. Net control recognizes KQ4VWN. Next station, please call now. Let's go back up to the top of the list. KQ4IQR. Good evening, Jay.
Good evening, net control. This is KQ4IQR. At least the wind here in Glade Spring is calming down a little bit. It was 24 miles an hour earlier, down to 2 to 5 miles an hour now. Got the generator out, checked out, getting ready for the snow. Want to apologize for not being on much lately. I have some conflicting events going on sometimes on Wednesday nights, but I'll check in as often as I can. With that, everything's going good, and best wishes to all, and back to you, Nick.
On that, definitely understand 100%, Jay. I'm glad to hear you this evening. Take care, and hopefully you don't have to use that generator. But stay warm. Be careful. 73, Jay. All right, next on the list tonight, KD4WMX. Good evening, Ken.
Well, good evening, Nick. Appreciate you picking up the net. This is KD4WMX in quiet Lodi. And I didn't know Emmett was spying on me, and me and Elsie were out in the field enjoying that good stuff. Oh well, you should have joined us. But anyway, like I say, we're going to make a decision tomorrow about the meeting. I hope we can have it. Hope it doesn't come like they say it does, But if you don't feel safe coming out, don't. That's all I can say, even if we have it. And everybody have a fantastic evening, and hope we have the meeting and we get to see you tomorrow night. This is KD4WMX, back to W4DWN. 33, everybody.
Copy that for sure, Ken. Appreciate everything you do. Checking in this evening. Hopefully see you tomorrow afternoon. Take care. Have a good night. 73, Ken. All right, next on the list tonight is N4NT. Good evening, Adam.
Yeah, good evening, Nick, and everybody on the net. Hope everybody's having a good evening. Not a whole lot to report from down here. Just hanging out in the shack, working on some YouTube videos and all that good stuff. So, recorder going for the net there. So if you want to check out your audio, you can do that. Anyway, or just maybe try to recall something somebody said, and it's a good way to do it. But I've got a little schedule going of nets that I try to record. Of course, this being one of them in Bristol, and got a couple more there I'm doing. Always looking to add more to to the list, but getting a lot of good response about them and everything. So just putting ham radio activity out there and hopefully generate some interest. But anyway, I'll turn it back over to Net Control and say 7-3. This is N4NT.
NT, W4DWN, Mountain Empire 443 Net. Definitely appreciate you doing that for the ham radio community for sure, Adam. But take care, stay safe, and have a good remainder of the week. 73. All right, next on the list tonight is W4MLN. Good evening, Marty.
Hey, good evening, Nick, and everybody on the net. W4MLN here. Wow, it's getting colder over here on this side of the hill. It's dropping like a rock. But anyway, had plenty of wind earlier, and it's still howling, so I think we're looking for a low of about 17 tomorrow morning, so it'll be a little crisp tomorrow. Anyhow, everybody stay warm, and things moving along over here. There a lot of dump trucks still bringing in gravel and fixing roads and bridges, and where things were washed out almost 2 months ago, so hard to believe that much time's already passed. But anyway, everybody have a good evening. 73. Thanks for letting me check in, Nick. W4ML.
Copy, Marty. I'm definitely glad to hear that's going on. And yeah, it definitely don't seem like it's been 2 months. Hope speedy recovery on everything on that. There's a lot still, I know, a lot left to do. But appreciate you checking in. Always a pleasure, Marty. 73. All right, this is W4DWN, Mountain Empire 443 Net. I'd like to pause a moment and see if we got any more check-ins. If so, please call Net Control now.
This is KM4X, Gary and Chilhowie.
Good evening, Gary. Net Control recognizes KM4X. Any more check-ins, please call now.
N4GNG, Gerald and Abingdon. Check me in and out, please.
Roger, Gerald, got you in and out. Good to hear you this evening. Full quiet, sounding good there, repeater. You and the family take care and have a good night. 73, Gerald. All right, next station, please call Net Control.
Kilo India 4, Alpha Mike Delta, Mac in Friendship.
Mac, Net Control recognizes KI4AMD. Next station, please call Net Control. All right, I believe the repeater kicked off. Let me see if it's chunking. All righty, I don't know what happened there. But next on the list is KD4CCO. Good evening, Dallas.
I thought you took off on us. No, I think it was the repeater. I've heard it do that before. Be off for about a minute and come back on. So anyway, I was looking at the thermometer. We're showing 37, losing my voice, 37 degrees here in Bristol. And we had one gust of wind this afternoon. I thought it was going to tear my antennas down. But they survived. So in regard to the meeting tomorrow night, we'll have to play it by ear. And if this weather's too bad, we'll call it off. But hopefully we'll be there. So back to Net Control. This is KD4 CCO.
Copy that for sure, Dallas. Appreciate you checking in, and y'all definitely take care and stay warm. Have a good evening, Dallas. Hope to see you tomorrow afternoon. 73. All right, next on the list is KQ4DCP. Good evening, Jerry.
Nick and everyone on the net. It is 37 degrees here with a high of 66 today, and not much going on here. I am destructing a perfectly good tape or chalk line and getting ready to wrap it with some 18 gauge braided wire for a perfectly good reason. Try to make me one of them chalk line antennas. But yeah, we'll just let us know. We'll be monitoring the 443 on the meeting tomorrow evening. And everybody have a good one. It's KQ4DCP clear.
Roger, we'll definitely do that. Make announcements. If you're not hearing nothing, you'll know it's on, but I'll still try to announce either way. But I appreciate you checking in. Take care and have a good night, you and the family. 73, Jerry. All right, next on the list tonight is KD4NT. Good evening, Dwayne.
Good evening, Nick, and everybody out there. Hope everybody's doing well. It's about 40 degrees here and a little windy, but not much of anything going on here. By the way, Nick, what time does that meeting start? I'm planning on coming there. I've been planning over a year to come up there, and I think I'm going to be able to make it tomorrow. So, yeah, I'm just kind of curious what time to start. And that's about it. W4DWN, KD4NT.
Copy, Dwayne. Yeah, it starts at 7 p.m. and there'll be some of us probably down around the front main entrance when you come in. It's on the second floor, and I'll let at the end of it, I'll let Mr. Ken give directions on getting in. But once again, it's at 7 tomorrow evening. Hope to see you then. 73, Dwayne. All right, next on the list is KQ4VWN. Good evening, Cody.
W4DWN, this is KQ4VWN. Yeah, not really a whole too lot going on here in Marion. Power flickered here whenever I got home at about 5. Thought we were going to lose it there for a second, the way the power lines were dancing. I was talking to Ken whenever I pulled into the driveway earlier and told him I was thinking I was Dorothy or something, the way the wind was going around. But it settled down and it brought a chill with it. But I don't know how cold it is right now, but it is cold enough for me. But yeah, that's all I've really got for this evening, Nick. I hope to see everybody at the meeting tomorrow, weather providing. But I'll say 73 to everybody. This is KQ4VWN, back to net control, W4DWN.
Good, Cody. Yeah, I'm looking forward to meeting you tomorrow evening for sure. Take care and have a safe day tomorrow. Stay warm. 73, Cody. All right, next on the list tonight is KM4X. Good evening, Gary.
Oh, Nick and the rest of the crowd, good turnout looks like. Yeah, the wind got up pretty stout here this evening, about 30 I think was the high peaks that I recorded. So we started changing the temperature when that took place, so ground's still warm, so don't expect to be much effect from any snow. It might show up tomorrow, but or whenever tomorrow night, I think actually when the rainfall may change to snow. So the first one's always, you never know what to expect in the first one until it starts getting used to it through the winter. So we'll see what happens with the change in the temperatures for sure. 7-3 to everyone here on the net, KM4X clear.
I'll definitely agree with that 100%. But appreciate you checking in and everything you do, Gary. Take care and stay warm. 73, Gary. All right, N4GNG Gerald was in and out. And that brings me to KI4AMD. Good evening, Mac.
W4DWN in the net from KI4AMD. And not a whole lot new to report from the sleepy community of friendship. I will say, since we last talked, I did a POTA activation at the park in Damascus. And I know you're thinking the town park in Damascus isn't big enough to be a POTA entity. It's not, but the Appalachian Trail goes straight through the park. So I was able to sit there about 6 feet off the Appalachian Trail while the kids played on the playground and run some POTA stations. And I did it by CW too. Got about 20 some odd contacts. And then spent the starting Saturday afternoon and through a lot of the day Sunday on sideband voice doing the sweepstakes contest. So ended up adding a lot of contacts to the logbook over the weekend. It was a fun weekend for sure. And I was on 20 meters the whole time, and it was super quiet as far as QRN. And I was able to talk to stations from all over the country. It was a really good weekend for a contest. Now, like I said, that's about all I got, so I'll turn things back over to you, Nick. Thanks for running the net tonight. W4DWN, KI4AMD.
KI4AMD, W4DWN, Mountain Empire 443 net. It sounded like you had a lot of fun doing that. I was glad you got to do that for sure. Sounds good. But y'all take care, stay warm, and be safe out there. Appreciate you back. 73. All right, that brings me to the bottom of the list. I'll check and see if there are any late check-ins. If so, please call now. If there are none, before I close the net, I'll turn it over to KD4WMX so he can tell everybody how to get into the meeting from at the hospital. Go ahead, Ken.
Thank you, Nick. All right, when you get to the hospital, you come into the main entrance of the hospital, and you'll see the elevators right there. Off to your left in front of you. Go up to the second floor, make a left, and then bear around to the right. And you'll go through a couple open double doors. And then when you get to the double doors that are closed, the meeting room door is right to your left. So when you get to the second floor, get off the elevator, go left, go around to your right, go through a couple of double doors, and then go to the doors that are not open, double doors that are not open. And the birthing conference room is right there, and that's where you want to be. Have any questions, you can email me at kd4wmx@gmail.com or call me at 276-274-8677. That's 276-274-8677. Thank you, Nick, and we will hopefully have the meeting, and we'll see everybody tomorrow night. KD4WMX is clear.
Roger, definitely appreciate that, Ken. Once again, we had a total of 14 check-ins this evening. Appreciate each and every one that checked into the net. I always look forward to hearing from each and every one every week. Again, we'll announce probably about 4 o'clock tomorrow, and then we'll announce it at the top and bottom of every hour, both whether we're having a meeting or not, up until about 6 o'clock. And then we'll quit announcing at 6. And we'll start at 4 at the top and bottom of every hour and announce the status of the meeting. With that, I hope to see everybody tomorrow evening. But again, everybody stay safe if you're out and about, and stay warm. With that, I'll turn the 443 back to general amateur use. This is W4DWN 73, and good evening all.